Hey everyone, welcome to CyberBiter. Today, I'll show you how to set up a C programming environment in VS Code on Windows 10. If you're new or having trouble running your programs, this video is for you. So, let's get started without any delay. First, we need to open a browser. It can be Chrome or Edge, whichever you prefer. Here, I am using Edge. In the search bar, type VS Code and click on the first link. Make sure to download the blue version, not the purple one. Now, simply download it and wait for the download to complete. Once the download is complete, click to open the file. Accept the terms, and keep clicking Next. Here, check these two boxes so that later, we get the Open with VS Code option in the File Explorer context menu. This will allow us to easily open any folder or file in VS Code. Then, click Next and install. Once the installation is finished, click Finish, and VS Code will open. At this point, we don't need to do anything in VS Code because we need to install another tool. So, we'll minimize it for now. Now, type MinGW download in the search bar and click on the first link. Make sure it's from sourceforge.net. Then, click on Download. After waiting for about 5 seconds, the download will begin. Once downloaded, open the file. Click on Install, then keep everything as it is and click Continue. Now we need to wait for a while, so let's close the unnecessary tabs from the browser. Once the loading is complete, click Continue. Here, we select MinGW 32 Base and MinGW 32 GCC G++ because they provide the essential GCC compiler, and G++ 4C and C++ programming. Other options are not required for basic C setup. The MinGW Developer Toolkits package is optional because it's mainly for advanced debugging and development tasks, which are not necessary for a simple setup. Now, mark for installation and click Apply Changes. This process will take some time. Meanwhile, let's open VS Code. Here, we need to install some extensions. Go to the Extensions tab and search for C/C++. Install it. Then, search for Code Runner and install it as well. Extensions in VS Code are additional tools that enhance its functionality. We install the C/C++ extension for language support and debugging, while Code Runner allows us to quickly run programs without using a terminal manually. Now, let's go back to the MinGW installation window. Our required packages are installed, and a checkup is running. We can check the Close Automatically box to let it finish on its own. Once complete, we can close this window. Now, we need to add MinGW to the system variables. Open File Explorer, go to the C drive, or wherever your OS is installed, and find the newly created MinGW folder. Inside, open the bin folder. Don't worry about all these files, just make sure that gcc.exe and g++.exe are present. gcc.exe is essential because it is the actual compiler that translates C code into machine code, and g++.exe is the compiler for C++ programs. Without these, we cannot compile programs. After confirming, copy the file path. Now open the Windows menu and search for Environment Variables. Click on Edit the System Environment Variables. If prompted, click Yes. Then, go to Environment Variables. The User Variables section applies only to the current user account, while the System Variables section applies to all users on the computer. Since we want global access, we add MinGW to the System Variables. Under System Variables, find Path, click Edit, then New, and paste the copied file path. Click OK, OK, and OK again. Our setup is almost complete. Now, let's confirm if GCC is running correctly. Press Win+R, type CMD, and hit Enter. In the command prompt, type GCC version and press Enter. If it shows the GCC version, that means we've successfully set up everything. If not, you might have missed a step. Now, our setup is almost ready. Let's write and run a simple program to test it. Open File Explorer, go to your preferred directory, and create a new folder. For convenience, I'm creating one on the desktop and naming it Test. Inside this folder, right-click and select Open with VS Code. The folder will now open in VS Code. Click Yes to trust the source. Now let's create a C file. It can have any name, but I'll name it Hello C for this example. Now let's write some code to run. If a pop-up appears suggesting an extension, install it, no problem at all. Let's write a simple program which prints hello. After writing the code, you'll see that the output is displayed in the output section. However, if we include user input, such as scanf, you'll notice that the program doesn't take input or show anything. This happens because the output is being shown in the output section instead of the terminal section. To fix this, we need to move the output to the terminal. To do this, go to Code Runner Settings. Search for Code Runner, run in terminal, and check the box next to it. Now, our setup is complete. Now let's write a simple program which will ask about user's age and simply print a message using the input. As you can see, the code now runs in the terminal, and we can easily input values. That's it. You've successfully set up C in VS Code on Windows 10. If you found this tutorial helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment if you have any questions. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.